there are fumes. Okay, so now we're going to use this electric mixer, wand mixer, I don't know what they call them. This. Mix this up and hopefully get some of that wax broken up, because the wax takes the longest to melt down. So what I learned relatively early on in making soap, like the first batch, is that you don't make your own soap to save money. I thought it was going to be a money saver, as well as, you know, I know where it comes from, I know what's in it, that kind of thing. But I thought, well, a bonus is that it's a money saver, and it isn't. So if you're doing this to save money, the only way I could see it being a money saver is if you're able to reduce your own oils and fats, whether it's from an animal or from soybeans or some other source. But if you have to go buy that stuff, there's no way, I don't see it being a money saver. Unless you're currently buying someone else's homemade soap, then certainly it's probably a money saver. You want to stir? Celia's going to stir it. I am going to check the temperature. Almost 130. And where are we at over here? 137. So we're about at the right stage to add that, I'd say. The wax isn't melted yet. It will continue to melt. We're going to go ahead and add it. And I guess if we screw it up, we've learned to let the wax melt more. And I have different wooden spoons. I don't think you're supposed to use metal when you do this. You're supposed to use wood or plastic. Or rubber. So I keep a list of different spoons. Soap spoon. And I don't use these for anything but making soap. And we're just going to pour that in. That glass is actually hot.
Hope it's unbearable.
And there we go, washed. Now we're just going to stir. But we're going to stir with the mixer because it accelerates the process, I think. And you're looking for a consistency in the end. You can see it already getting thicker. You can see it's getting thicker already. Starting to smell like soap. I do not smell any peach, so I don't know that that's going to work. So it is kind of, when you do that, it sets there. I don't know what it's technically. So we're going to mix it until it stands like that. So if you're using the spoon, and this is already set a little bit more, but that's kind of when it gets that pudding consistency. And then you just let it go, occasionally stirring it. This is the hot batch soap. It's super easy. And we'll just come back and check that from time to time. So this is getting to be the look we want. So we're going to mix it up. It's been about 20 minutes. Cecilia, you said it's been about 20?
11.
Since 11 minutes after, and it's 41, so it's been about 30 minutes. And this is the look we have, and that's kind of what we're looking for. So the peach did not come through at all. It did make a darker color soap, which I kind of like. So we're going to add some scent to this now, and then we'll whip it up again. We're going to add tea tree for the antibacterial qualities. 4, 5, 6. Tea tree does not really smell good. So if we're going to do tea tree, we have to add another cover scent. Well, I guess you don't have to, but. And we're going to use jasmine. And don't ask me how much that is. If you can slow it down and count the drops, you're pretty good, because I just kind of put it in till I think it's going to come through good on the soap, and I want to cover up that tea tree smell because no one wants to use that. Okay. Alright, so I think it's time to put that in a form. So we're going to take what we made and we're going to fill these forms. What I did is just ordered these online. I got the block ones that you cut your own too, but I find these a little easier. And for the block one, I made my own form, wooden form around it so it was solid. And I found with these I didn't really need to do that, so. Again, this is the hot method. I just went to a big box store and bought the cheapest wooden utensils they had. And this crock pot I got from a thrift store for, I don't know, $3 or something. I'm just gonna drop it, make sure it's all in there. Get rid of air bubbles. And we'll go on to making them on this side. Clean it up. So I'll sometimes spend more time than is cost effective just because I don't want to waste. All right. Well, we're going to drop this one. That's soap. You can wash your hands with that right now. Get those pushed in there, they'll there isn't as much weight in this one, so it's dropping it doesn't work well. Alright. So there. We scraped out the, I don't like this quick. Just eliminate it all over the towels. Let's do that different. Let's do this one. We'll cover this one with this towel. We just want to keep the heat in to help cure it. And then we will do the same thing with this one. Bigger towel. All right, so it's actually 2 days later. This is the soap we made. After 20 hours, I took it out of the molds, and this is what we ended up with. Again, this is the jasmine scented. So they turned out nice. Smells really good. The soap on the left is actually a grapefruit scented soap I made the following day. It also turned out well. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.